Hello everyone and welcome to part 10 of my high scoring WarMage videos. This is Hungry Hippos and this time we're on Sludge Hole. Sludge Hole is an interesting map. It's got two entrances. The first one is active straight away and the second one becomes active after the first few waves, and by the end they are both active. I'm going to show you guys here how I barricade off this bit with just the one barricade there. See how that works. It stops the Orcs coming around that side. And then over here I'll put my kill box down nice and up front here. Main reason I do this is because I need to spend less money on the barricades to get up a semi-decent kill box at the start of the level. I find it works pretty well. So just a quick tip for you guys. With the cheer chuck timing, you've got to do it straight away. So as soon as you kick the wave off, you've got to do the first lightning or you'll be too late. I do a little bit of weapon switching at this point, but my main focus at the moment is to make sure the grinder doesn't get too choked up. So I wouldn't focus on it, and as I was saying on the hallway map, on the video I did on that, I actually believe the weapon switching is a much more valuable tactic later on in the level when you've got all your kill box in place and you've got the archers with the fire going, you've got the ceiling traps hitting them and all that kind of good stuff. So really early on I used the crossbow probably a lot more than anything else, so don't be surprised if you see me spamming that crossbow around a bit, and whenever the grinder gets too choked up I'll use the crossbow then as well. So I think with this game it's mostly about choosing the right tool for the job, and sometimes I think the crossbow is a better tool than the blade staff in that respect. But then, you know, other times the blade staff's better. Like for example, if you want to kill gnoll hunters, the blade staff is like 20 times as good, whereas the crossbow is quite rubbish at killing them. So at this point I set up my kill box down here and I move it back up towards the rift a bit closer. So first things first, put down two barricades on this side, stops the Orcs getting through there, and then I can build my kill box on this side. Here we go, here goes a 4x2.
Oh yeah. A treat for you.
Okay, so I've got just enough money to buy an archer. So there you go, there's one of everything there pretty much. It's a good starting point. You could start building here like straight away at the beginning of the map, but it would cost more in coins and your returns would be lower. So yeah, that's the reason why I start out front and then come back here, but I only stay here for like a wave. So as soon as this wave finishes I'd set up again, which you'll see in a second. Can't remember which video I was talking about it in, but I think the main thing that differentiates the scoring on this game is not always what you're putting down, it's how you're putting it down and where you're putting it. So I think this map's a very good example of selling stuff being a valid tactic and being useful. So here we go, I have sold every single trap that I had on the other side, so I'm putting all my resources into this top bit now. So for the next two waves, the mobs will all come from this side. I do not need anything down below. It does not make sense to keep anything there. What I can do at this point is I can afford the fire archers as well by selling that other stuff. So I can afford two fire archers. There's a pretty fully featured kill box here. When I need to actually move back down below again, I'll sell up some of this stuff up here so that I can afford what I need down below as well. And then I'll just build them both back up until they're both fully updated again. That's kind of how it works. So I should start seeing some 9x combos quite shortly because I've now got the traps in place to be able to do them. So yeah, hopefully I get to show you guys some 9x combos. One interesting thing here is that I've started taking the Scorcher a bit more because it's the only floor trap that works over distances. So the Scorcher that goes across both the tiles there is pretty awesome, it's quite useful. When it's not really an ogre heavy map, I don't really need to worry too much about having something that can kill the ogres quite quickly. So it should help improve the combo slightly. I would say the floor Scorcher, apparently from one of the guys on the robot forums I was talking to, it can give you a 10x using this trap setup, but I've not seen it yet. However, saying that, it'll probably give me a better chance of getting 9x combos. there was 2 9Xs there in a very short space of time. But you know, maybe I'll keep trucking with it, and I might eventually get 10X using that, and that'd be quite cool. I've just sold some traps upstairs, and I'm going to bring some more down here. So those 2 barricades are the first thing you need. If you don't have those there, the orcs will just walk right through your defences, which is not good.
This way, Mr. Orc.
And I put the kill box here, it's about as far forward as I can go.
This'll be fun.
I decide instead of having that floor scorcher, I'm going to put down a couple of archers. And I decide to move those ones ever so slightly.
Sometimes I almost feel bad.
And put that spike trap there.
Not really.
Okay, I think we're ready, let's do it. So, they all come down from the bottom here first of all. So this is my focus here, but you can see on the minimap they're coming from the other side as well. But you see there was a 9X combo I just had just now, and it didn't even have the floor scorcher on this bit yet, so yeah, I'll be interested to see if I can actually get one. Quite nice to get. So yeah, move up here, finish these guys off. There's going to be times where you can't get both ends. You know, they're coming from top and bottom, and you pretty much got to decide where you're going to go. So don't be surprised if that occurs. I tend to pick whichever side has got the most orcs on it, and you know, if one's got archers coming, they're always a bit slower. So in the case of choosing over one side of archers, one side of orcs, I'd always go with the one with the orcs on first, because the archers will eventually kind of catch up. But yeah, I started off with these guys because the ones at the top haven't quite got there yet. Okay, put down a second ceiling pounder up there. And I'll move up here to finish off these guys. And then back down here again. Now, they kind of got through here, so yeah, watch out for that. I managed to stop any of them getting to the rift, but it's possible they might do if you're not too observant. Okay, so that wave is just about finished. There we go. So I've just purchased the faster trap reset time and also the jagged steel upgrade. Don't think it really matters that much, the jagged steel on this one, but it's fine. Might as well use it. I don't really need to purchase anything else for kill boxes now anyway, so it's all good. Just gonna lure this guy over here. 6, not brilliant. But I made that decision to bring the Scorcher instead of the Blisters, so my own fault. But on that same token, I would have only been able to afford like 1 Ballista each side here, so you know, it's fine. This map you have a little bit of a limited cash supply. I mean, I've only literally just managed to get my kill boxes and stuff all done, so that's cool. Last Ogre. He's doing okay on the old health there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag him off this way a little bit, take some health off him, and no, yeah, come on, yeah boy, there we go, and I will take him on from this side when I'm got a few more archers down here. Oh, next, not bad, it's not bad. Alright, let's see how we did. Looked like quite a good run, felt like quite a good run. Normally means it is, so 5 skulls, 326k, that's quite good. Second. The guy above me is not legit, so ignore him. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.